Doc, how you doing? Simone, how you doing? Good. Hey, welcome. Hey.
What's today? Lemonade?
Right now, how you doing?
No. I didn't have enough food. I'm sorry. How you doing?
All right.
Good morning. Yeah.
Hey, bro.
All right, Mama, what you drinking today? You just want water? You want
Hello. How you doing?
Yeah, what's this? Yeah, pretty much you gotta take it Somebody was reading cupcake, yeah. I guess you already coming on. Thank you. Yeah.
Can I be like you when I grow up?
A little bit. Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
Got enough tape because the door is open if you needed to get the other thing.
Enough tape? Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. Yes, ma'am. All right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure how y'all going over there, but that's all right. You can move in the chair and we're looking at that. Oh, no, I got it. I know what she's saying. Watch the game. It's tied up. They were beating the Alabama. And Alabama. Girl.
I already even know she was one
I'm not playing. So here, I tried to get you. Okay. I tried to get you to find this guy. How you doing? I hate to say it, don't just so this is worse. So where'd you get it? Yeah. On the car. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had to order this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Y'all doing all right?
I didn't see you come in, but I saw your mom. I knew you were somewhere though. Just when I'm recovering from the show. I was running late. I really can't say okay. I don't know what you was okay. We got some dirt yesterday. Right? I don't think I was in bed. I was like last night. And I got on that machine. And my alarm went off. I turned it off. That's all I did. She came back there like 10 minutes back. You know what's wrong with another fly? And I respected I'm running in. Then we have to fight with all. Because he got that.
All right, now how you doing? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, we're about to get started.
How you all I always try to get his name. I used to have a classmate. Yeah, sample, I know it. He did, but I'm trying to get his last name. Sample, yeah, but he's good at baseball.
Good morning, Rattlers. We are so happy to see each of you today here in house, and also those of you who are watching us online. Thanks so much for joining us today. I need to start out apologizing to our online members. I think I messed up with the notice that didn't get out on time. So the faithful few are here, and we are always here on Wednesday. So even if you don't get the notice, come anyway. All right. Okay. So as our guests are finishing up their lunch, we're going to go on with some announcements. First up, today you may have seen the flyers around. The softball team will be playing the football team this evening rather, at 5:30. It's the home run derby, softball versus football. 5:30 at the Veronica Wiggins softball field. So put that on your schedule for today to go out and support one of your teams, softball or football, or both teams, okay? Just be there. All right. On the back table are two cards that we'd like for you to sign, both cards for Leroy, who's undergoing surgery today, right, Wilbur? Today, getting a knee replacement. So one is serious, and since he's our comedian, we had to have a funny one. So be sure and sign both cards, okay? We will not be here next week, March 18th now. So while you are off, that spring break, while you are off, use that time to do some shopping for the student pantry, because when we come back on the 25th, we want you to bring some food items and some personal items for the student pantry. We had decided that we were going to do a donation quarterly. So this brings us to the end of this first quarter, March. So bring some items for March 25th, okay? And on March 25th, Coach Ellenwood and the track and field team will be here. Checking my list for notes. Okay. The women's basketball team is playing as we speak. And at the beginning of the second half, the score is 35-30 in favor of Alabama. Alabama A&M. Okay, Alabama A&M. Okay. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. So we're going to continue rooting for them to come back and bring us a victory also. And the men will play at 8:30 tonight. And who are they playing? Jackson State. Okay, the men playing at 8:30 tonight at Jackson State. And all of that is on Swipe TV, right? No? ESPN Plus. ESPN Plus, okay? At 8:30 tonight. Okay. All right. So put your phones away. You're not to watch the game now. So we need your full attention, okay? So we are fortunate to have with us today representatives from the Essential Theater. And a couple of people have been asking me, why am I dressed up today? Because I normally have on my FAMU hat and a T-shirt or something. So I told them it's theater day, so you dress up for the theater. Okay. But on that note, I want to recognize who refused to come up front, the dean who's here with us, Dr. Valencia Matthews. Stand up and wave to the crowd. Dr. Matthews is Dean of the College of Social Sciences, Arts, and Humanities, okay, which is the home for the Essential Theater and also director of the Essential Theater. So we have representing today Professor Luther Wells from the Department of Visual Arts, Humanities, and Theater in the College of, what's that acronym y'all use? CSA. Okay, all right. So Professor Wells will come up and share with you some information about the Essential Theater and and introduce our two speakers for today. Let's hear it from Professor Wells.
Thank you, Doctor.
And how's the 2020 quarterback club today? Good, good. It's been a while since I've been here, but I thank you all for inviting us to have lunch with you today. How many of you are Essential Theater patrons or come to the theater? All right, all right. Well, we need to get more of you coming out and supporting us, right? So we just completed our main stage season. And this year we closed out our main stage season with a production of Echoes of the Heart. And it was a student-driven work, the first time that we've had a totally student-driven work in about 20 years. And so we have two of the students who were responsible for that work with us today. It was conceived, they came to us last year, spring, and with the idea of doing this show. And so we acquiesced to that request and gave them an opportunity, certainly with faculty guidance. But we have with us today Ryan Petaway. She is a junior theater major, and she was the one of the conceivers and writer of the show. And then we have with us Jay Edwards. He is a senior theater major, and he too was one of the conceivers and the director of the show. And so, thank you. Yeah, we're very proud of them. And so I'm going to pass the mic to them, starting with Ryan, who was the conceiver and writer of the show, and she's going to talk about her experiences here at Florida A&M and the Essential Theater.
Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, come on, y'all. Good afternoon. My name is Ryan Petaway, and as stated, I am a third-year theater major with a concentration in management. I am from Tampa, Florida. Any Tampa, Florida people? Oh, it's just me. It's okay. That's all right. So I chose FAMU because I wanted a school that would truly push me out of my comfort zone. Growing up, there were times where I felt like the spaces I was in was pushing me out of myself and further away from understanding me and my culture. And when I was looking for a college, I wanted a place that would do the opposite. I wanted a place that would bring that identity to the forefront and allow me to grow with it. And FAMU has absolutely done just that. Right? Hello? One of my most memorable experiences at FAMU has actually been pretty early on. My freshman year, there was a Res Fest hosted by our housing community. It was bounce houses, water balloon fights, all that jazz. And I just felt like I could be a kid again and feel like I had a community where I could just throw water balloons at a random person walking past, where I was just laughing. And it was just pure fun. But more importantly, it was the first time I really felt a community at FAMU. And I met so many people that day who I had never met before. And it made me feel like the campus had a family. As part of the theater program, my most memorable experience was definitely working on Echoes of the Heart, a musical review. The process of getting to that point was challenging, but it definitely pushed me in ways that I couldn't have imagined. And it forced me to step outside of my major and collaborate with people who I had never worked with before. And it was challenging, and it also showed me just how powerful collaboration and storytelling can be. Mr. Wells always says that theater is a collaborative effort and you can never do it by yourself. And this experience definitely showed me that. My worst experience in the theater department, I have to say I'm not a performer, y'all. I'm not a performer. And my freshman year, you pretty much only take performance classes. I'm pretty sure my professors looked at me crazy more than one time. And that was just a learning lesson that maybe I don't need to be on the stage. And you know what? That's all right. One of the greatest benefits of being a part of the theater program is that it taught me that I truly don't need to put myself in a box. Theater has shown me that if I put my mind to something, I can do it. And every production has been an opportunity to try something new and step outside my comfort zone. And I've always felt supported by the people around me. My professors have always pushed me to do something and try something new and make sure that I write about it and figure out what it is that I enjoyed and what it is that I didn't enjoy so that I can put it towards something later and towards the future. Because of the theater department, I was given the opportunity to attend the American College Theater Festival my freshman year, formerly known as the Kennedy Center American College Theater Festival. And because of that experience and because of the professors pushing me to do that, I am the president of the Student Advisory Board for the entire Region 4. And that would have never happened if my professors didn't believe in me and believe that I could have done that. After I graduate, I plan to pursue the stage manage apprenticeship at Berkeley Repertory Theater in Berkeley, California. I had the opportunity to work there last summer as a production assistant, and they invited me back this summer to serve as company manager, which is an even bigger role. Oh my God, thank you. And once again, my professors, faculty, staff, they have supported me since freshman year till this moment. And I'm sure they will continue to support me as I will continue to supporting the theater department once I leave and once I graduate. And I'm just so extremely grateful for everyone and every opportunity that I've been given. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy your food.
Thank you, Ryan. And I just want to say about Ryan, this girl, she keeps things going. She keeps us going. We were at the American College Theater Festival Region 4 in Montgomery about a month ago now. And I was tired because of her. She had me getting up early in the morning, taking her to where we needed to go, and late at night. And I was like, Ryan, can you say no to something sometimes? But she really is a wonderful student, and just know how forward thinking she is. All of the students in the program have to do a senior project. So their senior year, they do a senior project. Well, Ryan came to me last year as a sophomore, already talking about what she wants to do for her senior project. So that's just the kind of student that she is. And so we certainly appreciate everything that she contributes to the Central Theater. So next up, we have Mr. Jonathan J. Edwards, who's a senior theater major. And Jonathan should be finishing this summer. So he's in senior project right now. Jay?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. So again, my name is Jay Edwards. I am a senior theater performance major from Port St. Lucie, Florida. If you don't know where that's at, it's like an hour north of West Palm Beach, around there. But that area kind of influenced me to come to FAMU because it's not, at least the theater spaces there aren't they don't have as many people like us there. And so I was interested in doing theater, but I always felt like there was more I could be doing. So I knew I wanted to go to a HBCU. So that left me between the community college in Daytona and here. And doing my research, I saw that this was the #2 ranked theater program in the country for HBCU. So it made my decision a lot easier. And so with that, being a part of FAMU, and mostly my focus is musical theater when it comes to theater, I wanted to do something that would allow me to get the best of both worlds. So starting my sophomore year, I auditioned for the FAMU Connection. And with that, we got to travel around the state and go to different high schools and perform our own little set list for high schools and kind of influence them on all the good reasons and things why they should come to FAMU. And with that, we got to go to the Classic one year and perform, or not one year, every year we go to the Classic and we get to perform for this large convention center in a hotel. And seats about like 500 people, I want to say, in that room. About 1,000 people in that room. And we get to go in there, perform, sing, dance for all of them. However, it's tiring, is what I'll say the least. Especially one year we went and we we had to record a video for the Color Purple movie that was coming out. We were doing a promotion video, and it was also a scholarship. We had just got off the road that night. We still had to do a spacing rehearsal for Connection, and we had to record that video. We stayed up till like 2 a.m., had a 7:30 call time, but like our professors will tell us, it's these things that are getting us ready for the industry and the business, because things like that happen. They took us to SETC this past week, and what that is just this big theater conference where you get to go and you get to audition in front of a bunch of theaters, a bunch of companies. It's really quick. You go up 60 seconds, you go back, they give you some callbacks. And with that, you were up, I won't say up. For me, I was up at 6 a.m. that day. I had callbacks that went all the way until 10:15 at night. And while we were there, I saw why we were ranked the #2 theater in terms of HBCUs. It's really eye-opening to see the experiences that other people have, especially other Black students who go to PWIs, or maybe their HBCUs aren't as prestigious as FAMU. But it was just really good to see that FAMU actually is doing good things. I would say my most memorable experience from FAMU also would be Echoes of the Heart, only because once we got to closing night, it was really good to feel that sense of completion of something we'd been working on at that point for about a year, and being able to see all the difficulties, all the ups and downs we went to, and to see that we kept pushing through and that we finally made it through was just, it felt really good and relieving, like just a sense of euphoria and completion. So yeah, my plans after graduation this summer, I have a teaching gig lined up at a local theater school where I'm from, and I want to stay there, kind of get some money together, because I want to travel overseas to London for my master's degree before I come back and start auditioning for things. But yes, that's all I have.
Thank you, Jay. And as mentioned, Jay will graduate this summer. And I'm just learning about this job that he says he has lined up. But he also has other options as well, because as he mentioned, he just returned from Southeastern Theater Conference, Chattanooga, Tennessee, last week. And got how many callbacks, Jay? 15 callbacks, 15 different companies called him back and interviewed. So he does have options. And so we're looking forward to seeing all of the great things that these students are doing. And we certainly appreciate you for your support, inviting us here, but also supporting us when you come to the theater, your financial supports, everything, because we can't do it without you. As students said, as we tell them, theater is a collaborative effort, and that collaboration certainly happens with an audience. Because until things go before an audience, it's just simply rehearsal. So we appreciate you. We thank you for your continued support. And thank you for having us here with you today. Any questions or anything? Yeah.
We're awfully glad to have you here with us.
Thank you.
And it's good to have my colleagues, students of a retired English professor. So my home was Tuckahoe.
It was.
I have 3 questions and comments.
We want you to speak in the
Oh,
mic.
I'm sorry. The young lady,
Ryan.
Give us more information about that. Theater regional.
The American College Theater Festival. Yeah. The American College Theater Festival is, there are 8 regions. We are in Region 4, so we're in the Southeast region, which also includes Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. And so each year when we do productions, we can register to have adjudicators come in to view the show, give feedback, and also recommend students for Irene Ryan Stage Management various awards. And so the regional festival takes place in February, the first week of February. And this year it happened in Montgomery, Alabama. So we went there. They participated. We had Ryan, who was representing the stage management. We had another young lady representing us in the area of allied design. She did the wound care, the wound for Confederates last spring. And then we had a young man and young woman who participated in the Irene Ryan's acting competition. And both of them, all of the students came back as winners, actually. The young man, he received the Marvin Sims Diversity Award, and the young woman, Cheyenne Sullivan, she received the Classical Acting Award. So she was the most prolific in classical acting at the festival. So they all came back with certificates and money. Are there other HBCUs? Yes, ma'am. There are other HBCUs that participate. This year, in addition to us, Alabama State was there. North Carolina A&T was there. I think that was just the three of us as HBCUs from the region.
And FAMU is there every year.
We try to go every year. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I heard the other student say that FAMU's theater program is number 2 among HBCUs.
Correct. Yes,
that needs to be. And also, your other
we need to toot our horn a little bit more. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Publicize.
That's one of the things that we realize that we have to do more of. We do need to toot our horn a little bit more. But yes, we are currently ranked as the number 2 HBCU theater program in the country, behind Howard University.
I heard from someone this summer that the children's summer program that you have every summer.
Yes, ma'am.
And that this summer is the last one.
Dr. Matthews, all right.
Yes.
This is. I'm passing the mic to you. Come on, Dr. Matthews. Come on. I know she don't want to come on up, but come on up, Dr. Matthews. I have to pass it to her because she is the brainchild of the Irene C. Edmonds Youth Theater Camp. And
hey, Lila Walker, how are you? All right, so hi everybody, how are you all? I'm Valencia Matthews, and I've been at FAMU for Luther and I came together, so 34 years. And so when I did my dissertation, I did it on Irene C. Edmonds, who was a professor of humanities and the wife of Shepard Randolph Edmonds that ran FAMU's theater from, I think it was 1948 to 1969. When she died in 68, he left in 69. And so as a result of that, I connected with their daughter when I was trying to figure out who I was going to study for my dissertation. Henry Edmonds was at Howard's theater program. So we connected. She helped me in terms of giving lots of information on her parents. And so as a result of that, I wanted to do a female, research on a female. And that's what I did. I did it on Mrs. Edmonds. And usually once you do your dissertation, the thing you want to do is get it published somewhere. Well, being in theater, publishing it wasn't really a focus for me. The focus was on putting it on stage and honoring Mrs. Edmonds. So we named the children's theater at FAMU the Irene C. Edmonds Youth Theater. And so every year for 30 years, we've had a camp, and we called it ICE Camp. And so we bring children from across the city, and we do 5 weeks, and then we do a production, and it has grown tremendously over the years, even though we always keep it at 30 students, because it's not about the quantity, it's always about the quality, which is what Mrs. Edmonds was about, and wanted to make sure that we honored her legacy. And so I have been doing this for 30 years with the help of wonderful folks, my colleagues at the Essential Theater, they got my back all the time. And then students who went through the program, and they were taking it on, because after a while you can't do everything. And so after 30 years, with a heavy heart, I said, I gotta go in terms of Irene C. Edmonds Youth Theater. So this is the last year for ICE Camp after 30 years. And we are certainly hoping that we can keep children's theater here in the city. But for right now, I'm going to get a rest during the summer. So I'm excited about not doing it anymore. I'm hurting about not doing it anymore. But I had to make the tough decision, Leela Walker, to say, okay, it is done for the moment. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is my first time coming to the 2020 club, but I'm here representing Dee Kershaw, Jody's wife. He is my husband's first. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, well, hello. I'm Gloria Jefferson Anderson here today for Barbara and, of course, Corky Norwood. They're my cousins. Jody passed away about a week ago, and we've been working with his wife to, help her. So Barbara asked me if I could come today to just in their place. So I said, well, of course, I'll take that time. But I'm a rattler, too. I used to work at the university for 18 years. I'm retired, and then I went to work at the Smith-Williams Center to direct the Smith-Williams Center in the Bond community. And when you're talking about theater programs that will not be in existence anymore, because I used to develop programs in the community, I know how important these programs are. And if you cut them off the campus, please bring them to the community. Our children need them. Even if you have to get with the churches and ask the churches to open up their doors during the summer month to train our children on their history and on their talents. Many of them have lots of talent. So, but there's no one there to enhance them but playing ball. I had a summer during the time I was there was a young man who came to our center and he wanted to start up a theater program. And we did let him do that for that summer. And he trained the children on all of the things that you do to set up for your production. So what you're doing is very, very important. And I remember when I was 1954, in the 1950s, I was in the 4th grade. Dr. Edmond used to have those summer programs, not summer programs during the school year, for all of the children to come. And I remember coming to one of those plays in Tucker Hall at the time. So your programs are very, very important. Even that summer youth program family used to have where they train the children how to swim, that's needed out here in the community, because the community is changing now. It's not like it used to be. So I appeal to the university and all of the programs, whatever you do and can't do on the campus, come to the community. Bond, Frenchtown, rural areas, they have recreation centers in there, especially if you coordinate it with the recreation department. It is needed. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And hello. I'd like to commend you on the achievements that you've made. The whole arts, Dean Matthews, and particularly theater, and maintaining a standard of excellence as you go along and do all the things that you do and introduce theater to students. Does the name Sterling Smith Jr. sound familiar to you?
Yes, sir. He's one of our senior students.
Yes, he is. Yes. That's my nephew, and I think you worked very well with him, because when he started, he had a visual acuity issue, but now he's coming to his own and he's graduating this year.
Yes,
And
yes.
I'd like to thank you for the great work that you all have done with him.
Well, thank you.
But
Yeah.
you all are really special, and on behalf of the family, I'd like to thank you all.
Thank you, and thank you all for trusting us with him. But yes, Sterling is making great strides, and we appreciate working with all of the students. So thank you all for entrusting him with us. Any other questions? Yes. The age for the summer program, 7 to 16. I think the application process has opened and closed at this point. I think, yeah, it's already full. It opened. Usually, it's gotten so popular. Usually, the registration it fills up within minutes. Yes.
Where is the best place to find information on things that's going on in the theater?
On our website, and forgive me because I should have brought some brochures. But we're at the end of our season, but www.famu.edu/essential theater. I'll get with you and make sure you have that. Our next, again, we've finished our main stage and studio season. The next thing we have coming up are the student showcases. So the senior project showcase is Thursday, April 2nd at 6 p.m. And then we have a directing class that has have a singing festival, and that will take place on the 15th and 16th of April. So we'll make sure we get information to you all so that you can continue to support us. And forgive me for not bringing those brochures. Yes, sir. Oh, I thought you, okay. Anything else, anybody? Again, thank you all very much for having us and supporting the FAMU Central Theater.
Well, we thank you all so much for coming. Ms. Petaway, I know some Petaways from Pensacola, not from Tampa. You may be from the same tree. And Mr. Edwards from Port St. Lucie, we know that town because we have a regular donor, Mr. McDaniel. You know him down there? He sends a donation. His credit union sends us a donation every month for the 220 Quarterback Club from Port St. Lucie. Let's hear it for Port St. Lucie. And hello, Mr. McDaniel, if you are watching us. Okay. All right. We have a couple of things that we want to present. So if you all would come down front. The theater patrons, can you come up? Those people who stood and said that they support the theater. I saw some hands go up. Selden Cobb, your hand went up. Somebody else? Come on over here. Dr. Matthews, can we get you to join us, please, ma'am? Mrs. Cobb. Okay, I thought I saw more hands than that. But anyway. On behalf of the 220 Quarterback Club, the Eddie Jackson 220 Quarterback Club, we want to thank you so much for coming to be with us today and to share information. You know, I have just been so impressed since February. We have been bringing in the different sports teams. And then, so then we decided to reach out to the other students who represent the university. So I have just been so impressed that every group that has come before us have been winners. You know, top winners among, they've been the champions. Now they tell us that they are the #2 theater group among HBCUs. let's just hear from the Rattlers. We get the best here, you know, and they always say that you can get anywhere from FAMU. So thanks so much for being here and sharing that story with us. Okay, so on behalf of the Eddie Jackson 220 Quarterback Club, we present you a certificate of appreciation to Ryan Petaway for speaker at the Eddie Jackson 220 Quarterback Club Incorporated weekly luncheon Wednesday, March 11, 2026. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. So come over closer. And also to Mr. Jonathan J. Edwards, certificate of appreciation for speaker at the Eddie Jackson 220 Quarterback Club Incorporated on weekly luncheon Wednesday, March 11, 2026. Thank you so much. And now, okay.
Everybody moving.
Now, on behalf of all these good folks, the 220 Eddie Jackson 220 Quarterback Club, we'd like to make a presentation to the Essential Theater Group for to help you along the next time you're going to represent for whatever for your new brochures. Okay, so we have a little donation here of $1,500 that we would like to give to you all.
You were the two students.
Okay, we were blessed earlier today, and I'm looking because Coach Jessica from the softball team came by early this morning. In fact, Coach Bill called to see what time I was going to be here. And Coach Jessica, one of the assistant coaches, mom is in town, and her mom makes flowers. So these beautiful arrangements that are here on the table was made by her mom. And her mom was in the car with her when she came, but she wasn't dressed. So she said she was going to dress and come back, but she hasn't made it back. But she brought us a box full. So we are just so appreciative. The softball team said that they were so excited about the way we reach out to them. So they wanted to do something for us. and her mom likes to make flowers. So we have a whole box. So in the future, you will see them gracing our areas. So let's hear it for the softball team. And Coach Jessica's mom, I really wanted her to have a picture. We'll get one. Okay. Let's see. Where are my notes? We're happy to see Ms. Nora. James back with us today. Welcome back. Okay. Oh, Zach Ansley just sent us a text that he's at the ER. So he won't be here today. So let's just say a little silent prayer for Zach that he will get some treatment and be well to come back with us next week. So Zach Ansley, president of the Boosters. So let's do just a quick silent prayer for Zach. Amen. Okay. So he's not here with his update. So, but we know what's the latest on the. Okay, Rattlers behind by 7 with 5.5 minutes left to play. So, okay, there's still hope. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. He's asking that I put out the Cash App number so anybody else wanting to support the Essential Theater, and Hal Thornton is already donating 250. Did you put you say? $250 to take that up higher. So, okay, the Cash App is $220 QB Club. Okay, that's $220 QB Club. Okay, Cash App. All right. Okay. Okay. What we have here is a replacement check from Commissioner Cynthia Moore Chestnut down in Gainesville. She had given us a check back when we were doing the strike, the Restore the Strike campaign, but she had made it out to the wrong group, so we had to get another check. But Cynthia Chestnut, Reverend Michael Moore's sister. So we thank her so much again. Thank you again for your donation. We would get that back to Restore the Strike. Okay. Al Hall. Okay, Al Hall. Oh, so we all know Al Hall, director of Tillman's Funeral Home, that he's in the hospital, and he wants us to lift him up in prayer. Okay, so let's do that. Yes. Fred Lee. You remember Fred Lee, who used to come, was a regular member here, and also a well-known singer here in town. He's back in the hospital also. So let's keep all of our rattlers lifted up in prayers as they will continue to heal. Okay? Oh. On the table back there It's posters of the complete softball schedule. So pick up one of those. Let's see, this week, where are we? March. Okay, this week softball has 13th through the 14th, Mississippi Valley State. Okay, the orange ones are at home. Okay, all right, so the 13th through the 15th, Mississippi Valley State, and on March 18th next week, North Florida here. Okay, baseball. Okay, when? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is baseball with Southern University. Okay, all right. Okay. The update on the women's basketball, down by 2 with 4 minutes, 37 seconds left. Okay. All right. Is there anything else we need to say today? Looking at my notes. Anything else? Anybody else need to say anything? Do we have anyone here for the first time? We want to welcome Mr. James Austin back there in the back. He just retired a couple of weeks ago. So he's going to become one of our regulars. So welcome, Ms. Austin. Okay. Anybody else? We're happy to have Larry Mack back. He's been having classes, and Mr. Miller there. Okay. All right. So all hearts and minds are clear? Then thank you so much for coming. We will not be here next Wednesday, but we will be back on the 25th, okay? And bring your groceries and your items for the student pantry. Again, let's thank the Essential Theater people for being here. And we wish good luck to all of our seniors and juniors that are moving on, okay? We'll be looking forward to seeing you on the main stage. Oh, okay, cut us off. Hey,